Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me? That's pretty cool, Master Arts. LP is in the house. Creations Car Club's in the house. My partner in crime, Unfinished Projects. Let me get the link here if somebody wants to come up. That way I don't have to talk to myself. Y'all want to come on up? Somebody wants to come on up? Let me set the link at the top of the page. Hold on just a second. There we go. That way, in case my internet goes out, and I can come back in under my cell phone too. How's everybody tonight? Pretty good stickers right there. What you eating, LP? LP, going to get something to eat? How's everybody doing tonight? $38 POS Racings is in the house. So I want to hit that link and come on in. I'm sure we'll find something to talk about. I ain't looked at the 500 list yet this afternoon. I've been so busy. Had a visitor today and enjoyed every bit of it. Let me see. Scrap Iron Racing is still in first place. Moat Wrench Garage is in second. Sand Mountain Ballistics is on the move. Man, who was that? Was that Unfinished? Come on live. Jason in the house. What up? What up? Unfinished is the ninja. Just come on up, Unfinished. It'll be all right. Come on up. I gotta have somebody come on up and have somebody to talk to. I'm talking to this one-eyed monster here. Oh, the computer. Oh. Yeah, me too. I ain't getting on nothing no higher than I am. I'm finished. I got you an alien card. There we go, the alien card. That's right, POS. You got the skill, enjoy it. I used to draw all the time. I used to draw all kind of stuff. I probably couldn't draw a straight line now, but my life depended on it. That'd be pretty good. Big Mike said he scared of blank, 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 blank. Not yet, POS racing. We've been busy the last couple of weeks. It's coming. It is definitely coming. What banana pudding would taste good? Big Mike said he likes banana pudding too. Yep. Let me get on the phone and order 60 gallons of supplies. We're going to have some more banana pudding. Because I'm going to eat about 30 gallons of it myself. Man, that does sound good. Now I want some banana pudding. Hello, Mr. Martin One is in the house. Did y'all see my motor I posted? I should say my engine, because electric is an electric motor and a gas engine is an engine. Maybe that something's garage will pop in here. Hello, Miss Wendy English. Where's a one-eyed cat at? Lon is missing in action. That's what I'm talking about, Big Mike. Food trucks too. Some crawfish. Oh man. Well, I gotta go to Louisiana and get me some crawfish. I'll be back. I saw one today on a short today. It had a Hemi in it, or they was putting a Hemi in it, in a Fox body. Maybe I need to find me a Hemi now. Of course, I gotta find one back in the 60s instead of this new Hemi stuff. And the old stuff's always better. I think people are just putting a little bit of everything in everything now. It don't matter what it is. But that would be right there beside you, Big Mike, with 10 plates of crawfish. That had to make another pot. And I can eat crawfish, because it's a fish. Man, that sounds good, crawfish. Mm. You got me scratching my head unfinished projects. Might have to go view that short right quick just to see if it's the same one. I'll go over there and see. Go view. Hold on a second if I'm echoing. On that 69 Mustang. Oh, that ain't the one I seen. Holy moly. Ooh. That's a bad boy. Scrap Iron Racing, aka Flathead Ford Racing in a Mustang, is in the house. If somebody drop his link in there, if you ain't sub to him, head over there and sub to him. He's the first on the 500 list for No Name Nationals 2023. He's bringing a Flathead Ford to No Name Nationals. And you know I gotta help him get there. Now I'm gonna go make the rest of the channels to get him there. And missing in action. Scrap Iron, that's pretty cool little cars you got on there. Not many people know how to mess with a flathead V8 Ford engine. Oh. Unfinished, you just won't do, buddy. That's about funny right there. Rolex straw. No, I haven't. Last couple of days we've been real busy, so I really gotta watch a whole lot of YouTube channel. Dakota Time Out is in the house. Oh Lord. Oh man. Did you get them outside working on the car, Wendy? How did you manage that? Oh, Big Mike. Put it out there, Dakota. Put it out there. Y'all need some videos out. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Y'all bear with me just a second. There we go. I grabbed his link right quick. He got that flathead V8 Ford I want to see when we get to No Name National. I actually think everybody on the list has moved up a couple in subs. Smoke Wrench Garage. Somebody post this link in there too, Unfinished, if you don't mind. Oh, you done did it. You beat me to it. He's in second place of the 500 list. That poor fella's been stuck right there for the last month. He got a couple of them yesterday. Maybe we can get him out of that little drought he's in with subs. Oh, I didn't see it unfinished. Appreciate it. I got to meet Stevens from Just Drive It today. He come by the house for about a couple hours. Gave us some coffee and gave us stickers to go on the Thunderbird. And he's a great guy. Yeah, he is. He's a great guy. We enjoyed the visit with him and his wife both. Good people. And of course, he drives a Ford too, so that's even better. Big Mike, he drives a Ford too, but he drives a Dodge and and he pulls behind a hay baler behind a truck. How many videos have you seen that? You ain't go to Big Mike's and watch him pull that hay baler behind his truck. Oh yeah, we talked about that unfinished. That thing gonna be sweet, sweet, sweet. Thanks, Big Mike, for coming in, buddy. I'll catch you on your next live. Well, I'm in there a little longer and I can get on there and chat with you. If somebody wants to come up and chat, I get the link pinned at the top and I just dropped it again. Let's see. Let's see what the list is now. Checking the list again. A road beard has got a lot of subs as he passed 500. Oh yeah, them pumps ain't cheap. Yeah, pool pumps is not cheap. Them things expensive. I think everything done got expensive now. Maybe we can get one-eyed cat in here in a few minutes. I'm famous now. I got the big block 402 in the house. Man, I done got famous. Woo. Oh, I'll show y'all a picture. I forget it. I'm going to show y'all a picture. Let me. Hold on just a second. Well, y'all see it? I guess I should have loaded it on here. Oh man. It might have a little horsepower under the hood now. If I had big box money, it had a 402 in it. Actually, a 408. I've been alright, see, with a 408 and that Thunder chicken, but it scooted on down the track. Big Block, you working nights? I got to talk to Jeff Two Hacks today. And something's garage. Y'all, you work on the inside, don't you, Big Block? Yeah, I like old something's on garage. He's a cool cat. I like that station wagon he got. I told him I was gonna come up there and show him how to drive it. I told him he couldn't baby afford it. He had to get out there and drive it. He had to knock the soot out of it. Look at there. Speaking of him, here he is. Look at there. Something garage is in the house. Look at there. Golly. We got Stephen Powell in the house. Look at there. Yeah, I might have to come in there and show you how to drive that station wagon something. You just ain't doing something right. I'm supposed to come there and show you how to drive that bad boy. That baby get on the interstate, buddy. That thing will float. Oh yeah, I like all those cars. You got some nice ones. Smoke wrench. Yeah, they are. Especially them station wagons and them big body cars, man, on the highway, man. Them things just like riding in your recliner. They get class. The stuff they make nowadays ain't class, it's trash. Oh, man. I get sleepy every night about this time. But I guarantee you, let's go lay on that pillow and my eyes will be wide awake. Yeah, man, we had a good visit with Stephen Holtz, Just Driving, and his wife. And we had a good visit with him today. That was pretty cool. Well, I bet it takes a while to get a car ready to go on a long trip like that, or actually go to any event. And you can literally tie up in some hours on one. Hello, Spencer. Buck was coming in, but it says no device not connected. They're pretty good, Spencer. Yeah, something. Stephen is an awesome guy. They're real good people. That'd be probably a pretty cool video something. Try it again, Buck. Mine did that last week, and I couldn't do nothing. Then I had to disconnect, and then I redone it, and it went through. Actually, that was the other night. Try it again, Buck. Congratulations, Smoke Ranch, on the bracket win. There you go, Buck. See if you click on that and see what it does. Yeah, that's pretty cool right there. Win the bracket race. Yeah, Big Buck, that's going to be a fast machine. Holy cow. So I don't think Power Tour this year is going to have the problem they had last year with a lot of the cars overheating, because they're going a different route this year. Yeah, when they start buying back, it's hard to beat somebody second, third time around. Rich GT 350 is in the house. It does something, because you got to beat them twice, sometimes 3 times, and it's hard to do that. It's just like football. You play somebody twice in 1 year, it's hard to beat them the second go around. Hey, that's pretty good, Big Block. It does. Some motors need to be cooler. I should say engines. I got my fuel line run today. Does that count as having something done? One-eyed cat is in the house.
Yeah, I heard you miss me. Thought I'd.
I had the summons for you.
Felt like I was.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to get a shower and personal hygiene.
Uh-oh.
As I
You didn't, uh-oh. You didn't smell so bad you about ready to run yourself off, was you?
wasn't too bad.
I tell you one thing, hot as it was down here today, probably need about 5 showers. It's hot.
Actually, it was only about 73, 74 today. It was really nice.
No, it's probably here in I figured the 90s. I didn't even look. I think it was the 90s. But see, when it's 90 here, it feels like 120 with the heat index.
Oh, hi, Wendy.
The Dawn is in the house. Look at there. I got the
Out of my people.
Stephen Holtz and his wife come by the house today. Got to meet them today.
Yeah, I heard you saying that when I got out of the shower. Wendy had you on upstairs.
They're good people.
Was it a surprise that they let you know they was coming?
Oh yeah, a couple months ago, back in December or January, he said he's going to come out to Georgia. He wanted to come by and see us, and come by today, and maybe about 4 or 5 hours. And then he had to get home, and it was like a 12, 13-hour trip back home.
It was nice of them to give you some time.
Oh yeah, man, that's pretty cool right there.
Yeah, I've been visited twice here so far. Buck stopped on the way through to New York one time. That was just a short stop. But I'm easy. I'm 5 blocks off the interstate. So
Yeah,
fine.
we're probably about 3 miles off the main drag, off the main 4-lane highway goes through here. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool or something if you would get to come down to it at the same time. Would have had to throw some hot dogs or something on the grill.
Right.
Yeah, we had a ball. It was pretty cool. Yeah, only thing I've done today was put the gas line on the car.
Yeah, that's one of the next things I'm going to do. Running a new fuel line.
I got
Mine won't pass tech the way it is. No.
I gotta fix me a throttle bracket because my factory bracket only got one hole, and the other hole don't line up with the other hole on the intake. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna make me a bracket somehow.
I'll just figure out where you need your hole and then use your old bracket and adapt it to the one you're making.
Yeah, I gotta thought about drilling it out. Tried drilling it out because I actually lost my bracket and then I found it. Well, I found a bracket that I forgot I had, but then I forgot I had the original bracket already cleaned up and painted. So I wound up finding both the brackets today.
Isn't that how it works?
That's how it works. So I gotta drill out another hole for it to drop down in on this intake. If not, then I gotta scratch that idea and make a bracket.
Well, hope it goes easy.
Yeah, I don't like too much. A couple of hours on it, I probably have it ready to start. Good night, Smoke. Appreciate you coming in.
Another smoke.
Yeah, if I could have torque inverter bolts to go, the transmission bolts, and put the pan, the Humboldt balancer, and the pulleys on the front, put the radiator in, and then running my figuring out my heater hose if I'm gonna hook up the heater core or just bypass it, just loop it,
Yeah,
and then
that's the
I
way
think
my 440. I had the heater core we had to delete altogether.
yeah, I thought about leaving the air conditioner off of it, but the air conditioner did work on it when we took the motor out of it. So I'm actually thinking about putting the air conditioner back on it because in September it's still going to be hot. And to drive 428 miles, I think I enjoy the air conditioner going.
What? No wing windows?
No wing windows.
I love my wing windows. Between the Corvette and the wing windows, it's, unless it's 90 degrees out. Usually it stays.
Down here, first thing you do down here is you jump in the car, crank it up, you hit that button that says AC.
See. Still on from when you parked it.
Yeah. And if it don't blow cold enough, just add another can of Freon to it until you make it blow snowballs.
That's right.
Same way with the heater in the wintertime. You got to have a heater in one down here. You got to have that thing going.
I don't drive this in the winter much, but I don't think that 440'd like the snow.
Right.
Yeah, he's got that right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've had that happen a few times. Or thump a cigarette out and it come right back at you. Going down the road and thump a cigarette out the little bent window, then it come right back in the window. And then you'd be singing that song, Just Beat It. Because your seat would be on fire.
Here we go.
There's the star.
Yep. That's my 500 cat. Lay down.
He likes that camera.
That must be it.
He wants to be the star of the show.
Saying when I'm out back all day and I come inside, man, she's just under my feet. And I don't pet her when I head back out the door. She's swatting my legs. She wants to kick my ass because I didn't give her any attention in the 2 minutes I was in the door.
Yep, that's it.
She makes up for it right about this time of night, though.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Jack Stans. Yeah, she mentioned you while you're outside.
Nice name, Jack Stands and Cinder Blocks.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah, I don't mind the Jack Stands. I kind of shy away from Cinder Blocks.
Yeah, I use a wheel. I'll jack mine up and put on wheels. Yeah, I don't like the Cinder Blocks. Oh, he's got it on the frame now. Oh,
There we go. Progress.
yeah. Yeah, Jackson, you may have to buy you another mic.
I finally got my front end painted today.
Oh, I bet you it looks good too, don't it?
It's white under there. You don't even need a flashlight. Well, I wire wheeled all the suspension mounts and this and that frame. So I figure if I got it tore apart, I might as well clean it while I'm in there because I'll never tear it apart again.
Right, and go ahead while you're there, go ahead and paint it.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's
That's a good looking little car.
can't wait to put it back together.
Yeah, we had buddy of mine had a Valiant, and it's the next body style after yours, like '68, I think. They make one in '68.
Yeah, they made them all the way through the 70s.
Yeah, I didn't even know they made the body style like you got.
My body style was 60, 61, and 62.
And I didn't.
NASCAR had a compact series. They was going to try and tie it, or they was going to try a compact series, and that's what these Valiants were built for.
Yep.
Richard Petty's 5th through 13th win was in a 62 Plymouth.
Yeah, you know that's Ford wanted to bring a Mustang in the NASCAR, and it was too short, and the width of it wasn't wide enough. And then when they came out in '05, they built that '05 body style just to be able to race at NASCAR.
So it gets me in NASCAR nowadays. Those cars don't even look like the floor models.
No, they don't.
The nose and the tail end, that's about it. The whole center
Yeah.
of the car doesn't look like it.
To me it looked like a stretched out Indy car with a body on it. Yeah, no, it don't. The bottom of it's like this Corvair out here. The bottom of it's flat.
Yep.
Look like an electric car, like a remote control car. Dean is in the house.
Yep. He came to torment. Don't worry, Dean. I'm on my meds, so we should be good tonight.
Oh.
Oh, something's got to go.
Something. I appreciate you coming in. Twisted Mopar Garage is in the house. If y'all ain't subscribed to Twisted, head over there and give him a sub. Justin Hill's in the house.
Gotta wipe up my cat hair. We got a Maine Coon that grows hair constantly, and this short hair has more flyaways than the other one does.
Yeah, that's the way it usually goes. Ooh.
But I
Oh.
should be getting a package in the mail by Friday, hopefully. Patrick at Mostly Old Parts and Rust is. I got a bent strut on the front end, and he's like, "Oh, I think I got 6 sets out there." It's like, "Oh, I'll take one." So he's hooking me up with a strut. So I didn't want to put it back together with a bent one. I don't know where it got bent, but I don't know if it was.
There ain't no telling. My wife will tell you, I'm rough on front ends because I could be on 100-mile piece of pavement, and wherever the big crater hole is, I'll find it and hit it every time.
Yeah, this is going to ride like a new one again. I'm curious.
Oh yeah, I imagine. Just replacing the upper and lower ball joints and tie rod ends, it'd be a big difference.
Yeah, but it's getting new everything under there.
Yeah. Now when you get done, you have the front end lined up, and it's sure enough ride good then.
Yeah, I can't wait. It means I go out to get a new set of tires for the front so they can do the proper alignment on it.
Right. Yeah, I say the best put a set of new tires on, then have the front end lined up. Hunt Big Block says keep it in the left lane, Dean. We're gonna be in the right lane though, Big Block. So you're gonna be in the left lane. That's good old fashioned tea.
Oh, that's good. I got a glass in the freezer getting cold. We always keep a jug of sweet tea in the fridge, but if it's full, odds are it's not cold yet. It's like I hate adding water or ice to it.
Right.
Drink it through the ice, and so I usually keep a gallon of grape Kool-Aid in there because I know it's cold.
I drink more Kool-Aid now than I ever had in my life.
Yeah, I've been drinking the Kool-Aid in the evening. So I used to take a glass of tea upstairs when I go to bed, but then I toss and turn all night from the caffeine.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd rather have the sugar than the caffeine.
Yeah, it don't bother me. I can drink a cup of coffee, and I say it don't bother me. I guess it does, but I can skip it, and I'm still wide awake. I'll still be wide awake. I guess I get to thinking about stuff, and my brain goes beating the side of my skull, I guess.
And I learned if you go to bed tired, you sleep pretty good too.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you can be too tired to go to bed.
Yeah. And so, actually, our bed is in storage, and our other bed is the smaller, I guess y'all, full-size bed is what we're sleeping on, is our old bed. And we're missing our pillow top mattress, and it's on our new bed. It's in storage. You used to sleeping on one and then try to sleep on another bed. That don't work too good.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Timber Ranch is in the house. Yeah, man, it was hot here today. I'm gonna mess around the car a little while. Man, it's just so hot out there. So I imagine probably start messing with it in the evenings.
Yeah, I'm glad it was nice all day. Actually, we need the rain. My grass is starting to die off.
Really? Ours is growing about probably about 5 inches above my knee. I gotta cut it.
Making hay down there.
Yeah. I figure get enough, I can get Big Mike to bring his truck and his hailer baler down here to get it.
There you go. Not that I care that it's dying off. It means I don't have to mow it.
Yeah. My dad always said if he had the money, he'd cement the whole yard and paint it green. Uh-oh. I give you some advice, Hammer. Go to the hardware store and buy you a couple extra blades until you get used to cutting the grass there, because you're going to go through some blades.
I used to be like that. I used to mow my neighbor across the street, and her yard was always so bad. I'd chunk the ground, and I used to take the blade off and straighten it on the hitch of my truck. One time I dragged it back across the street that the blade was scraping the pavement. Then I broke down and bought a new blade, and that mower ran like it was brand new again. I didn't realize how warped and wicked that blade was.
Oh yeah, and make one run like you think you go do lawnmower.
Well, I'd sharpened it a couple times, so I'm sure it was out of balance too. So.
Oh yeah, it's hard to balance them unless you got the little balancer to balance them with. It really is an act of sharpening them blades and get them right.
Yeah, actually, my stepdad's got one of them little balancers. It's
sits on top of it.
It's like a cone that sits on top of a nail.
Yep.
You know, and it's only this big. It's like that's well worth throwing in the toolbox.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See, and when I sharpen a blade, I like to do as many strokes on one end as I do the other.
Me too. When I get out there cutting grass, I want to get done with it. I hate cutting grass. I got to buy us a lawnmower. When I moved, I left my old lawnmower there at the other house. So I got to buy another lawnmower. We don't have a whole lot of grass. Probably take me about 35, 40 minutes to cut it with a weed eater.
That's what it takes me here, 35, 40 minutes. As long as I don't take breaks.
Yeah.
But it sucks. It's like I got out back, then I got to do down the fence. I got to do inside the fence on this side, do out front, do that side. I got to do that on that side of the fence. Then I can mow inside.
Right.
At least I don't have a swing set to mow around anymore, so that cuts 5 minutes off my time right there. I used to hate mowing under that swing set.
I did. Swing set and riding toys and around the car that's just sitting there. I can't stand it.
That and the trampoline out here, that's the next thing to go.
I used to move the car around and let it kill the grass, and I'd move it to the next spot over, and then it'd kill it. And then all I had is that one little slash in the front and back to cut. Weed whacker. Oh, I know. I had 8 acres to cut. Ooh.
Yeah, that little merry-go-round's got to go. I've been using that though when I paint parts. I use it to hang them off of.
Oh yeah, you might have to hang them. Get you a little teepee started to hang them from.
I'm saying we got that little merry-go-round unit out there right now. I already got everything painted now, so we're good.
Oh yeah. Have you started putting your motor back together?
No, that's for next year. I'm more worried about the car. The motor that's in it, I'm running this year, so it's just there over the winter. I was working on the motor. That way, the only way to stay out of trouble is to stay home.
Right, right. Weed whacking while mowing. Somebody on here took a car and somehow may have had a blade up underneath the car as wide as the car and was cutting grass with it on one of these channels on here.
It's not the first time I've heard of that.
Yep. Kimber Williams is in the house.
Never met Cameron. Nice to meet you.
Ain't it? I think it's the first time he's been in.
Come on in.
Have a seat and we'll send you a glass of tea by in just a second. We'll pass it around.
Glass of tea. That reminds me. Mine's probably frozen. Just a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
At least I know it's cold.
Hey, that's a restaurant style glass they used to have down here back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Those are good glasses right there.
I got to find something to chop the top out of it with. Oh, it's just a little slush. We're good. That's perfect.
Okay. I remember now, Cameron.
Talking about lawnmowers, and he's got one in his picture.
Yeah. He get one of them zero turns. Coke Cadets. Hey, picking with pickles in the room. Oh, Don, we getting famous, buddy.
Slush fun.
We gotta find two people that will sign our autograph when we get to No Name National, so we can just sit back and watch them sign it. That way we don't have to sign nothing. Now Dan's coming to say hello.
Yeah, this is the one. She's really a pain in the ass. I don't mind it. Usually she'll just lay here for 20 minutes and just take up space. But then, oh, there you go. Get comfy. There we go. But then when she's done, she'll be over here digging in the papers, knocking shit off the counter, chewing on my cords. That's why I keep this handy.
Yeah. Water.
Yeah, Wendy.
Yeah. If it would have went out 2 years ago, you'd probably been $300 or $400 cheaper.
Probably. Yeah, we took the cover off today, and she was getting it ready. She plugged it in, turned it on. And it's like, it's like, uh-oh.
Oh man.
She got a timer out there. It tripped the breaker on the timer. She's like, "Hey Don, come here." I tried wrapping a piece of clothesline around the shaft I gave it 2 wraps. I was trying to break the shaft loose, or
Right.
get it to where it'll. Figured if I give it a kickstart, it might take off. But
Bearings just froze up.
yeah,
You could actually probably take it apart and probably replace them bearings and it'd probably be all right.
my luck, the bottom of the motor's rusted out anyway.
Yeah, they don't last long.
We had one time. The whole bottom of the housing was rusted away. Man,
Good.
I unhooked one of the wires, and just for the hell of it, I plugged it in, and it still ran on one wire.
Golly.
Like something ain't right. I was like, this will kill somebody. But we got all of that one.
Mm.
We put a roof over this pump a couple years ago. That way the sun didn't cook the hoses.
Right.
Rain didn't get down in the motor and everything. It's just a little piece of shit roof, 4 legs and a piece of
Plywood.
Yep.
See, it don't get hot up there like it does here. Down here, people change them every other year. The pumps go out.
The pump
Yeah.
used to not be the problem. It used to cook the hoses. I mean, they'd actually blister.
Yeah, buddy of mine, he puts in septic tanks and stuff. And I was helping him last year. And he had a customer down there that's got a sewage pump that has to pump it from here down there by the road, which is probably 500-600 feet closer to the road where the septic tank is. And it rains so bad, when it rains, it floods the yard. It looked like a river because it's right there on the river. And when that happens, that the pump won't keep pumping, and it kills the pumps. And I had to go out there once a year and replace that pump, and it's like $3,800. I'm like, I think I'll be selling this house.
Yeah. Living in the drainage ditch.
Yep.
That's the way it is when we go home for. My mom's from West Virginia, and every place down there has a creek. You got to cross a creek going into a property.
Right.
All the hills are straight up.
Right.
And every hill has its own stream. When it rains, where we pitch a tents, usually it gets soggy. There, a couple years ago, it rained most of the night. We woke up in the morning and half our shit was wet. The mattress was almost floating.
Oh, man.
We had to go to town and use the laundromat because everything was soaked. And like,
Yeah,
better not to pitch a tent if it's going to rain.
I went and bought me one of them pull behind campers.
Yeah.
Yeah, raise up. And my brother said, well, let's all go camping. I said, okay. Well, my mom got her tent, my brother got his tent, my other brother got his tent. So I said, well, I'm not going to carry no tent. I'm going to carry his pop-up. I'm going to sleep on his bed in here. So we get up there and we set that thing up, and I swear, before I go in and play like that, I always look at the weather, make sure there's no rain in it.
Right.
There wasn't no rain in the forecast. And I just,
Doesn't mean it's not going to rain.
right. And I got about 12 o'clock. I done dozed off and went to sleep when I was sleeping good. All of a sudden I heard, wham, bam, 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 wham, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, what is going on? And my mom said, it's lightning out here. There's a tornado out here. Open this door. Open this door. I opened the door and she was soaking wet. My brother, his mattress was floating out of his tent, and all his stuff was going out of there. He was standing there with his underwear, and I was like, I'm about ready to die out laughing. I said, it's mighty dry in here, but I said, but y'all ain't coming in here, y'all soaking wet. And then as the night got going, and then I realized probably about an hour later, when all settled back down, and realized the tree beside us fell down, and then the game warden was coming around the campground and checking on people, and said there was a tornado that went by. And I'm like, I would have slept right through it. It was so funny. God, it was so funny. We got Barrows in the house. Did we miss somebody else? Oh, it was so funny. My mama didn't like thunderstorms, buddy. If it thundered one time, she was running, buddy. She'd break her leg trying to get in the house.
I like a good thunderstorm.
I do, as long as the wind ain't picking up. The wind starts picking up, that's when you go, well, look out down here. Oh, Dean, almost having West Virginia Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
That's all right. I've been trying to find that song on YouTube. There's a version of it with a third verse, but I can't find it.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the songs, the older songs, some of them, you know, has extra verses, and you remember reading them and seeing them when you're younger, but you go to pull them up, there's always that one verse is out of the song, and it stops here no more. It don't make no sense.
Because I remember, well, because when we used to go to West Virginia years ago, that song was always on. Seemed like that song was on the radio once or twice for the trip.
Right.
It's almost like he's going home.
Yeah.
Yep, sung by John Denver.
John Denver.
Yeah.
Gone too soon. You know, they wouldn't let him into the country music. And that's sad.
We got our reunion next weekend, Father's Day weekend.
Uh-oh. Oh, I guess it is Father's Day next weekend. God. Where had these months gone? God. Was like 109 more days to No Name National?
Well, it's something like that. 108. I don't know.
Whew.
Dean.
Yeah.
Saying that third verse, it's only available to special people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that trip to West Virginia much anymore. It's only 5 hours. I remember as a kid, it was 8 hours because there was a bunch of interstate got built between now and then.
Yeah, it makes it a lot quicker now because you're on the interstate. You actually run 65, 70 mile an hour versus going through towns running 40 and 45.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember there's a stretch that goes through Allentown, and it used to stink. You could smell it for a half hour, you know, cruising through that section going home.
Yeah.
But now it's all interstate, and you don't smell it anymore. It's one of them 70 mile an hour stretches.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget about that, Bear Rose.
Later, Jack Stands.
Hi, Jack Stan. Appreciate you coming in here, buddy. Yeah, they didn't treat old John Denver right. Justin, this probably was in the 90s down here today. Don't really know. Didn't pay no attention. All I know it was hot outside and I was ready to come out of my shirt.
Then usually when it's that hot, I'm putting one on.
Shoot, down here you be ready to take it off. I know my dad used to say, when it's hot, son, you sweat and leave your shirt on. I'm thinking, no, it's hotter with that shirt on than it is at all.
I like to wear my shirt. That way I got a sweat rag available.
Yeah.
Or the shirt tail.
Sometimes I'll go to the garden hose and just soak myself. Just to cool off.
Yeah, that's good for 5 or 10 minutes if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, cat's off. She's going to be over there into something.
Oh, man.
All right, I can reach all the way across the kitchen with this thing. All right, we're good.
Come to Idaho. Well, I might can handle the summer times in Idaho, but the winter time, oh, hell no. I do not like that white stuff. Yep.
That's when you wear your yard shoes. Yard shoes, it don't matter.
Yeah.
So I go kicking for minis in my yard shoes. I ain't worried about them getting slopped up. Actually, I'd rather wear my yard shoes. They're more comfortable than my good sneakers.
Yeah. I used to go barefooted outside doing this stuff. That's years ago. My feet done got tender now. I guess it gets tender as you get older.
Oh, the way it is in the creek over here anymore, I'd be afraid to go in there bare feet.
Yeah. You got that right. That white stuff is cold. That's right, Hammer. Tell them, snow gotta go. Oh, man.
So getting that time of day again?
Oh, I do this every night. Yeah, every night. So if I go to bed this early, I'll be up at 3 o'clock and I'll be ready to go. Because once I wake up, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit second gear. Ain't got a lot to do with the medicine. I'm on 2 different kind of blood pressure medicines. I think that's makes me sleepy like that.
Could be. Now the cat's over here looking to get into something, and I just moved the water bottle over, and she went over there. I could yell at her all day, but as soon as I show her the water bottle, she half thinks about it. Sometimes she don't give a shit. I got to hit her half a dozen times. I almost got to shoot her right in the face to get her attention.
Yeah. Deb is over here on the couch, sound asleep. That's what I did. Hammer, I put my motor in last week when it was looked like it was fixing to rain. It was cool outside. My buddy brought his tractor over and we dropped it in there. It took 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, to made up with the transmission.
It's nice when it happens nice and smooth.
Yep. 80, 82, 83, 86. Is that my new lottery numbers thing that I'm going to win the lottery?
Oh, there it is. Let me write them down.
Yeah. Hurry up, Don. We can win. Hurry up. You got to share it with me now.
No problem. You can have the taxes.
Oh, I feel sorry for you, Cameron, cutting grass in the hot. Ooh.
So saying my yard's about dead. I don't have to cut mine right now. It's more brown than green right now.
Go buy you about 2 gallons of green paint, and then make you about 5 gallons out of it and spray the yard green.
Screw that yard.
Oh. You could have a get together where we all come up there and race around the yard, and then you'd have a dirt track in the yard.
It's not that big. I live in a neighborhood here, so I can throw it over the fence from that fence. Or, I can throw a ball over that fence from this one. So it ain't even big enough for a riding mower.
Oh, man.
But it's mine, so I'm not complaining.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we went and looked at a house with almost a little over 2 acres on it. It had a pond on it. And we almost bought it. Could have bought it. And then realized that there's no internet out there. And you can't get internet out there. You have to use the satellite internet. So that was out of the question. And I didn't want to spend another 3 or 4 months working on it. That's nah.
Figured out.
Well, Barrows, I think he might be onto something there. Yeah, our cell phones wouldn't even work over there, and I'm thinking, this ain't gonna work because we got internet from the cell phone company, and I'm thinking, no, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you gotta at least have cell phone.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it is down in West Virginia. The only cell phone you got's from the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You got to be so close to the house.
Yeah. Yeah. That or run your new couple more splitters out the side of it with some boosters where you can get signal out.
Well, they got a booster. It reaches down to the garage, which is usually you stay that close to the house anyway, unless you go down the hollow.
Right.
Usually when I go down there, I'll turn my phone off because, other than calling Wendy in the evenings or whatever, I don't need my phone. It's kind of nice down there. It's like you just put the electronics away. You don't need them.
Yeah.
And at night, it is so dark down there, you can see stars.
when I had my shop, I'd just basically take into work during the daytime, and then I'd close up about 4 o'clock, and either go home and eat. And I'd go back down there about 7, 8 o'clock, and turn the lights on, unplug the phone, and turn the radio on and get to jamming. Then I'd stay there about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, then go home and do it all over again the next day. Cause you ain't got nobody calling or coming in, and that's the best way to do it. But we could go out there to Barrows and aggravate him while he's working on his car. You think he can get anything done? Probably not.
You can sit there and watch him work on his all day.
Yeah. You don't like too much on that Thunderbird. It's been a bastard car. Everything can go wrong has went wrong on that thing. I told my buddy, I sent him a picture yesterday, the guy I got it from. It used to be his daddy's car. I told him, I said, the car is damn haunted. I said, I think your daddy's haunting me. I said, done bit me twice.
It's always a possibility.
If I go out there and them headlights cut on by itself, it's going to leave here at 12 o'clock tonight.
I used to have a Chevelle like that. The headlights would wake on and off sometimes.
Ooh.
Turned out it was the dimmer switch on the floor was grounding out.
Oh, man. So if the headlights come on this, and it's leaving because I ain't got a battery in it. So when it comes on, it's leaving.
Well, up the road here, we got a place, they call it Alice's Graveyard.
Right.
I forget what the story is from years ago, but it's like weird shit always happens up there. And we was out that way cruising one time. They like pulled up to the gate, and I took my foot and I hit the headlight switch. And the headlights winked on and off a couple times. Let's get out of here. Like,
about years ago, I had an 83 Mustang, and cousin had a Nissan 4-wheel drive. It had like a 4-inch lift on it, 2-inch body lift, fixing lift. It was way up in there. We went down the next county, which is basically nothing but woods. So I parked my Mustang at this old house down there that ain't nobody lived in Lord knows how long. And that's where everybody else parks their cars. It goes down what they call the underwater bridge. And the bridge actually is under the water. When you go across, it's actually under the water. So we got in this 4-wheel drive and was riding out through the dirt roads and everything. And I guess it's about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And I got back to my Mustang. I started up, and I was about probably a good 35 miles from home. And I stopped in and got me something to drink and got me some cigarettes. And this guy says, "Man, where'd you get that paint job at?" I said, "What paint job?" I said, "It's black." He said, "No." He said, "You got red dots all over it." I said, "Red dots?" I said, "Ain't no red." I said, "This dude's crazy. Ain't no red dots on my car." So I go out there and look, and I see red dots all over the hood of it, the fender of it, top of it. I'm like, what the crap? So I go by the car wash, and I'm just dropping quarters in the car wash, just feeding that machine. Scrubbing, and it wouldn't come off. Scrubbing. Next morning, get up. Dad says, where have you been? I said, what are you talking about? Last night. I said, we went down the underwater bridge. And then he started laughing. He said, I bet your car's got red dots all over it. I said, how do you know? Did you go down and put red dots on my car? He said, no, I'm going to tell you about a story. He had told me about a story down at Haunted. Everybody parked their cars in that yard and had red dots all over it. And I said, I got out there still trying to get that red stuff. I had to repaint my whole car because it wouldn't come off. I was like, I don't know what it was.
Oh, Ronnie made it in.
Ron is in the house. Look at there.
I figured he'd been in bed by now.
I think we woke him up.
Being too loud.
Has that a 71 Mustang or 72 Mustang in his profile picture?
73.
Is that 73?
Yeah.
He still got it?
Nope. It ended up rotted away back today.
Oh, man.
Pennsylvania. It's the way it is around here.
Salt water.
Road salt.
Yep. I never understood this country over here. Some countries overseas has got roads that's got heaters in them. So when it snows, it melts off. If they can do that over there, how come the roads over there ain't like that?
Yeah.
I think it's stupid.
And again, we got a lot of highways around this country.
Yeah. I still got a lot of 2-lane highways. And some of these small towns are still 2-lane. Some of them you don't want to drive down on 2-lane highways because the idiots don't know how to drive on them.
Right. A lot of people don't know how to stay in their own lane.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's idiots down here, buddy. Ooh. LTD. Started in 1991 to a cop in Wilkesboro, Pennsylvania.
But Russ was taken care of and wish I still had it, even though it was just a Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. I like them 351 Clevelands. I like what was that, 72, 73 Torino? It had the Cleveland in it. That thing right there almost throw you in the back seat. But it sure did love gas, though.
I had a friend in high school had a 76 Torino. He had a 302 in it. That was a wicked little 302. Sometimes motors just work.
Yeah. Sometimes they say it's this much horsepower, this much horsepower. Sometimes it's a lot more horsepower. And some of them 302s is surprise the crap out of you.
Yeah, another buddy, he had a 69 Mustang, the 302 in it, and that was mean too.
Yeah.
Pretty little car. For being in high school, he was all hooked up.
Oh yeah. Had an 80 GT T-top Mustang GT, and it was a 5-speed, and that thing can get away from me. That thing was wicked, buddy. It snatch you back and give you 9-cent chain back. And I also had a Chevrolet pickup truck, 79, 80, 81 Silverado. It wasn't no joke, buddy. It wasn't a joke. When I got it, I went to pulling this off and putting this on, put a high-rise intake on it, a Holley carburetor, and all this other good stuff on it. Shit, I got rid of that truck. It's so fast, it scared the crap out of me. And it had to leave. And it left the next day. And that joker wasn't no joke.
Well, you got to learn to get out of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of the one that wants to stay in it. Holy cow.
Well, the roof didn't collapse. The liner inside the car it sucked the liner right off the ceiling.
We had a little Suzuki here back last year, and we had it about 2 years ago. We bought like 7-8 cars at one time, and the little Suzuki was one of the cars we bought. And so I just pushed it over to the side, and I'm like, I'm not gonna drive that thing. Well, wound up eating them words when the tornado come through and it mashed the top of our Ford Fusion. I had to dig it out and start driving it. And I replaced the hood, the fender, and the front bumper cover on it. And fixed to paint it. And me and Deborah and the grandbaby was on the way with her brother to go get something to eat at the restaurant down the highway. Well, wound up going up the highway and the hood flew up. That's
always a surprise.
Like to get everybody a heart attack in the car, and the grandbaby says, Pop, you got this, Pop, you got this. And I'm thinking, he didn't scare you? He said, no. He said, Pop, you can drive. And I'm thinking, I can't see nothing.
Right.
I wound up replacing the freaking hood on that thing 3 times. First time when I got it, that happened. Then I got another hood, and somebody dropped a head or something on the last one. And after that, I said, I'm not buying another hood. I said, I'm done buying hoods with that thing. Holy cow. Hey, we need to go to Stephen Paul's and go see what he got out there. He got some cars out there. Right, Dean. Yeah, I think that's the reason why a lot of people didn't like the 400s and the F100s and the F-150s, because the Cleveland engines suck gas, and when they started putting them 400s in the Ford trucks, they wanted them 302s because it was cheaper on gas. I bought a little Escort GT one time. It was a 5-speed. And that little joker right there, I ain't gonna tell you how many 5.0 Mustangs I dusted.
All of them.
Man, I just tear up. That joker was wicked.
Yeah, Ron always wanted to get another.
Yeah, Ron, Windsor has a 351W. That's a Windsor 351. Cleveland also has a 351C, which is a 351 Cleveland. The Cleveland come from the Cleveland plant, and the Windsor engines come from the Windsor plant. Arizona UFOs too. Dean, I got a card for you. It's the aliens' fault. Oh, look at there.
You got a whole deck of them, guys.
I got a whole deck of them. Let's see what else we get in here. I bought these things to paint my wheels with, to go around the rim while I had to take the tires off. That's what the rest of them look like.
Oh, there you go.
Huh. How about saying we won them Cleveland 302s over here, Dean?
Yeah, he'll just mail it to you.
Yeah. You don't understand bagging on me. You could have been helping me out. Mine was an 89 GT, I think, or 89, 90. It might have been a 90. 89 or 90, I think it was. That thing was fast, buddy. I'm here to tell you. That thing was fast. I worked 39 miles away from home in the other direction, and my babysitter from the house to the babysitter's house was 11 miles the other side.
Oh.
She called me one night. She called the store one night and said I need to hurry up and meet her at the hospital, that my daughter wasn't breathing. And I hung up the phone, and I came running out the door and told the store manager, I says, I'll be back. I jumped in that old GT and I headed toward Chilsburg, and by the time I crossed the river bridge, 39 miles away from home, I picked up my cell phone, called Mom, and told her, I says, otherwise I headed to the hospital. She said, well, come by and get me. I said, if you want to go, you better meet me down there by the highway. And so she come down there and met me at the highway. She jumped in, and I was going through all them gears, and she was about sitting in the back seat. We get to the hospital. I get to the hospital, and I'm looking for my youngin and the babysitter, and I'm still walking around, and oh, they're not here. They're not here. And I picked up the phone, called her. She said, "We just made it. We just pulled in the parking lot." She says, "You wasn't at work." I said, "Yeah, I was 39 miles ago. I was at work."
Beat him to the hospital.
Get to the hospital. Oh.
All right, Otto, I'm going to have to get off of here. I got to transfer laundry. I got the bathroom floor to do in the morning.
Uh-oh. You got that honeydew list.
No, this is for money. I did my honeydew list yesterday.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm probably shut it down. I'm fixing to run outside and smoke me a couple of cigarettes and look around on the inner tube, see if I can catch some YouTubes out there. Destroyers in the house, Don. Look at it. We done got famous, buddy.
I feel honored.
I'm telling you. He is the Dodge Lock King of the world right there.
Yeah, he's got that meme show tomorrow night. Did you ever see? Did you ever go into his meme show?
Yeah.
Tell you what, some of the people come up with comments in there that are just ridiculous.
I know you sit there and laugh your butt off just at reading the comments.
And sometimes they're so good you feel like not even commenting because yours just won't even rate compared to some of these guys.
Yeah.
That other guy pimping, he was blowing beer out his nose last week.
What is tomorrow night? Tuesday night, ain't it?
Yep.
What's the day? Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. Holy cow. Oh. Dang, this week's going by quick.
It's supposed to be a high of 73 tomorrow, I think.
I don't know what the weather's going to be here tomorrow. Probably back in the 90s.
Oh, it's supposed to be a high of 76.
Let's see.
They're not calling for rain for another week.
Let's see. 10-day forecast. 88 tomorrow.
Ooh. Better than 95.
Then rain Thursday. Rain Sunday and Monday next week. Ooh, somebody's going to Tennessee at 5 a.m. Ooh. Eric, you live in Florida, don't you? Yeah, I think he lives in Florida. Arizona. Ooh.
Yeah, he's out west.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have a little ride going to Tennessee. Ooh.
That's a road trip.
That's a road trip. That is a road trip right there.
All right, Otto, I'm going to get off of this thing.
All right, buddy, we'll holler at you tomorrow. Don't work too hard.
Yeah, we'll be around somewhere.
All right, we'll catch you tomorrow.
All right, man.
I'll be good. Appreciate everybody coming in. We piece of call it tonight. Appreciate y'all coming in. Oh, we're waiting on Big Block. Pigeon Forward. You're welcome, Eric. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Stephen, that'd be the Confederate temperature down here. If it's 88, then it's gonna feel like 108. Oh, Eric, didn't you say you're still in your car? Have you advertised it yet? Oh yeah, I will. I get too hot, I come on and get up under the air conditioner. Oh, a Raptor? Yeah, that'd be nice. Big block. Yeah, you'll definitely get more money out of it if you finish it. Well, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in, and we'll do another one later, and y'all come back. We appreciate y'all coming in. Big Block, appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you, Dean and Destroyer. Appreciate y'all, Steven. Appreciate it.